Back like we never left. What is good, everybody? Today's video was a great question that I got during a recent coaching session. Why your exes miss your energy, but won't ever break no contact to tell you that? And you already know how I get down. I don't like to waste time, and I'm ready to get into it. So let's do that right now. You want to know one of the scariest things about distancing yourself after a breakup? Is you don't know whether they'll miss you or forget about you. And for as much as we pour into relationships, the ending of it right before the breakup starts giving us a skewed perspective. See, all of those years that you spent, all of the energy that you exerted, all the trips, the I love yous, the gifts, birthdays, anniversaries, surprises, were all opportunities for you to show just how much you care, right? To prove your love was endless, to prove that you saw value in the relationship that the two of you were building, to create the proper synergy in a love you likely had hopes of being a forever thing, right? But see, the reality we live with after is not giving yourself enough credit for all that you did pour into your ex. See, time and silence have this way of making us think that because we don't hear anything, because someone is in a new relationship already, that the love and energy we gave was replaceable. And you know something? There's an interesting part about all that we talked about during that relationship, and that is that you showed an inordinate amount of character and integrity. And see, we don't learn how to love, right? How to show affection, how to properly deal with relationships or breakups until you run into motherfuckers that mishandle you, that don't appreciate you, that don't give you the rightful credit that you truly deserve for literally just being a good-natured person. But there's something else to that. Because remember before, when I mentioned whether someone will miss you? See, you take silence and not hearing anything a little differently than you should. Because sometimes, just sometimes, the guilt that your ex has to deal with, the shame of leaving a good situation, someone who has both the emotional intelligence and the maturity, who is financially stable, who walked with them during the toughest times in their life, is most times something that they'll take to their grave. And consider this, they never even showed you during your relationship that you mattered as much as you thought they should. And the ending, when it was time to walk away, when they got cold and callous with you, when they treated you as less than, when they wouldn't put in an effort to communicate with you, when you start finding out those lies that piled up, you gave them grace they didn't even deserve. Not to add, they had to treat you that way because guilt, remember? They had to make themselves feel justified in the emotional or physical affair they had behind your back. They had to make you mad so you would lash out, and they could use that as a lame ass excuse to finally have enough of the relationship. Do they miss you? Your energy? The comfort you provide? Absolutely they do. But don't you dare think that someone who clearly would fumble a whole ass, good ass, stable ass person like you would ever just humble themselves down, come back groveling, text you I'm sorry, give you any closure, or be anything other than what you learned for them to be during your relationship. What you saw is them. What you learned is true. And now you have the time and the willpower necessary to move on to a life and a future love that will truly appreciate everything that you have to offer. As always, thank you to every single one of you for tuning in and checking out this video today. If you're new to the channel, become official to the squad. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification down bottom and become an official part of a team that will always push you towards personal greatness. I'll be back soon with another new video, but in the meantime, have an amazing day. Stay strong and stay inspired, and as always, until I see you guys next time, peace.